Hi, good morning to all my listeners. It's me again, Brian here from Inspiring Educator. So, I have here now a colleague of mine from 51 Talk. She's also a real life educator, and we've been teammates in 51 Talk for quite a few years. So let me introduce to all my listeners for this morning, Teacher Michelyn Dela Peña. Good morning, Teacher Mich. How are you doing?
Hi, good morning. Yeah, currently I'm fine.
That's good to hear.
Coping, coping to the pandemic.
I see. Teach, thank you so much for allowing me to interview you. It's an honor to have a fellow Filipino educator here in my podcast.
Actually, thank you for inviting me for this interview.
That's really an honor, Teach. So, Teacher Mitch, I want you to introduce yourself to all our listeners in my podcast. Who is Teacher Mitch?
Well, my full name is Michelyn Dela Peña, and uh, as of this moment, I am working at 51 Talk. So this is a Chinese company, so we cater Chinese students right now. And I am working here for almost, I think, 3 years. Yeah, almost 3 years now, and going. I hope it will be, it will still continue because it's really hard for us to find another job right now, especially during this situation. Um, but I also have a license, a professional teacher's license, and I am planning. Actually, I'm going through the application in public schools, um, but of course, because of this situation, the pandemic situation, it is very hard for us to easily get hired. So I'm still waiting for that though.
Alright, I'm hoping that all the applicants, just like me as well, Teach, will be able to practice our skills in the public schools.
Yes,
Besides
I
of the salary, I know our dedication. We are living the dedication of an educator. So, for my next question, Teach, how did you end up as an educator? What made you decide to choose this profession?
okay. It will be a long story. Are you ready to listen?
That's fine, Teach. Far away, please.
So actually, I didn't I didn't graduate as a teacher or any education course. I I am a I was graduated as tourism, BS tourism, and my major is airline operations. I worked in a cruise before, so it was a really, really like big change in my career. I was working in a cruise ship for almost 3 years, I think, three contracts to be exact. So, what made me decide when I was 3 years old, I told my parents I want to be a teacher because I thought as a 3 year old girl, it was the easiest job in the world, as a 3 year old. So that was my thought. But of course, when you are growing up, you will see a lot of opportunities. Like you want to travel, you want to explore, right? You want to see many people, different kinds of people. So that's maybe because of that I ended up to be a tourism graduate. But when I was working in a cruise, it was in a casino. I was a cage cashier, so I didn't like the environment, and I know I did my best during that time, but um, it wasn't fulfilling for me. I didn't discriminate the job,
Oh, yes.
but yeah, but I for me personally, I didn't want that environment for myself. So I didn't feel the growth. I think I thought even though I was traveling Asia in different places, I was still stuck. So maybe I realized that I wanted to be a teacher when I came back, and also when I became a senior cashier, like there there was what do you call this, the junior,
Yes.
you know, that we need to teach about what we are doing. So I felt happy when I become like that, not because of the what do you call that, that because of your feeling of I'm very good or like that, but actually because of like maybe self fulfillment, that you are actually teaching another person to, and then helping him or her in order to learn something new. And then when I came back around 2015, I was still searching a job in a cruise line, maybe World Cruise, but God didn't give me the opportunity to work there. So I thought I asked him, what do you want me to do? I don't know what to do because I left my job. Um, I left my job. I resigned when I came back, and in 2017, see that was 2 years. I was contemplating and
Yeah.
searching and wondering. Um, I I learned about Five One Talk. Maybe because of the ads,
Yes.
Facebook ads, whatever, and other online teaching platforms. So I tried the Bizmates. I think I tried Bizmates before. That was my birthday, 2017, and I didn't. They didn't they didn't hire me, or they didn't accept me. So I just continue on Five on Top, and thankfully I was in, and yeah, and then after that, of course, at first you just thought that I just need this job to um, to pay the bills, to have some money. But when I received my first like good evaluation, I really cried. I really cried. And then it was just like a humbling experience for me, and also a touching feeling that someone appreciated what you're doing, even though it's online. You know, it's different online and it's different when you are facing the students. Um, but the feeling is the same. Whenever someone appreciates what you are doing, and whenever they are telling you that, oh, I like this teacher, they are really saying like that.
Yes.
Not only the students but also the parents as well. They are saying thank you, that you're giving the effort, and you're giving your best to teach their kids. So I don't know, for me that was, I think that is happiness, right?
Yes, I believe so. I believe so. And your journey, Teach, was really amazing. Why did I say it was amazing? Because you seek for God's guidance. You just didn't stop because, like what you mentioned, the environment of your previous job was, you're not really comfortable with it. So
Maybe I'm not compatible with it.
possibly Teach. But then I was really moved by the idea from you that rather than just staying at home doing nothing, you seek God's guidance, and is always great. He led you in this marvelous profession. That was really a nice journey that you had, Teach. So, off to my third question. We all know that around the world, it's not only here in the Philippines that we're facing a very difficult situation. Thank God, we're now in this MGCQ status. But then, I would like to know, Teacher Mich, what makes you positive despite of the challenges that we have? Not just in this situation, but in our everyday life. How do you keep yourself in this positive attitude?
Actually, it's not always positive, but you need to go to the process, right? You need to, like, like for example, the stages of grief. You know about that, the stages of grief. So, of course, at first we are in denial, right? That,
Yeah.
oh, this is happening to us, and then after that, you fill yourselves with entertainment just to remove every bad news. And then it was really toxic. You know, the social media, the news. You don't know who to believe anymore or who to listen to anymore. But then, as I've said earlier, because I am a part of a church, a community, a ministry, so I think the support system is really helping me, even though I am not with them right now. We are not together with our friends right now, but we are together in faith with
Yeah.
prayers. So I continue to pray whenever I feel really bad, because there is really sometimes that I feel bad, I feel lonely, I feel sad, even though something's good happening. It's just like, maybe I don't know. If it's just like me or other people. But whenever I talk to my friends, they also feel like that, and then my friends are messaging me, asking me they need prayers. So I continue to pray, and I serve. I still serve even online. Um, we have we engage to people who are suffering right now, or maybe helping people whatever form they need. They need a friend, a support. If you are supporting other people, even though you are in a crisis, or even though if you are you are also suffering, I think that is really sacrifice, and you really love them despite of what's happening. So I think that's my way to um, to overcome the trial, or to fight for whatever enemy, right, is lying amidst our world right now. And yeah, continuous prayer. Don't lose hope yourself. Um, you are not alone, actually. Maybe you will feel that way sometimes, but you are actually not. So I think you need to open up. For me, I also suffered from anxiety and sometimes depression, maybe. Um, Not clinically, but I really feel that this from what I read about it. Um, but I just hold on to God. I just hanging on like this thread of hope that God can just give me strength for today, or for the coming days. And I also write poems, write articles. I post in social media. I don't want to be afraid. So I really share my burden to my friends who will understand. And then, yeah, they are there. My family, they are there to support me. Sometimes you need to eat. You need to eat food so that you will replenish yourself. Or if you don't want to think, sometimes you need to sleep, right? You make yourself healthy. You continue living. We don't know what will happen, or if this when will this end. We don't know. Only God knows about it. So just continue your life. You just do whatever you need to do, right? You continue. Maybe some of your goals were canceled because of the pandemic, but maybe you need to do another dream, or to get another goal, just to continue living. Because every time you every time you wakes up, right? There's still hope. You still need to believe in yourself, in the people around you, and in God, of course.
It's really a great way, Teach, to keep yourself positive in our everyday life. Like you mentioned, it's very impossible to have a positive day as we move in our journey in life. Not just as an educator, but as a person. But then the things that you're doing are really, allow me to say this, remarkable. Though it's very simple, but again, let's make God as the top priority in everything that we do, because without Him, we cannot pursue this journey. The positiveness would not be within us, even if we think about it, but without His guidance, nothing would be possible. So that was a really great way to turn a negative emotion into a positive one. Now, off to my final question, Teach. Since you're an online educator, I want to know your tips, techniques. How do you make your students positive? How do you make them be engaged in learning with you?
Okay. For in terms of teaching, so in our, because I normally handle what, maybe 4-year-olds, right, until teenagers, 13 years old. So different. Actually, for every student, we have different techniques. It depends on how do they. Sometimes they are not talking at all. Sometimes they are really. They are not listening to you. Sometimes they talk to you. So it really depends. So for me to engage to them, I think there was a time that I was so upset. I was so upset, and then I don't know why. Maybe because I'm like rushing my classes like that. And then during this pandemic, that is actually sometimes your emotions you cannot control it. Sometimes you were moody. Sometimes you were okay. Sometimes you're not. Sometimes you just feel very tired. But for me to go back to the lively me, and then to the engaging me as a teacher, I go back to basic, because I communicate, or I connect with them by understanding what are they doing, and learning also helps me. Whenever I learn something new, I think I applied it to my classes, because I am also a student. So it's just like you're a student, and you need to learn something, and it's very difficult actually in the beginning. So you need to be very patient with your students as well, because they are just 4-year-old, and don't expect them to be perfect, right?
That's right.
don't expect them don't expect them to talk like whole paragraph, or maybe even whole sentences. So it's just not. I didn't give them the standard of an adult. I forgot about that before. That I need to be patient with their process also. That sometimes they can only say words, they cannot understand the whole sentence that I am saying. Um, yeah, and then I take care of them, even though they are not always, what do you call this, what I expect. like like for example, there was a student that really just copying whatever I'm saying,
Yeah.
my questions. I will say, um, how are you today? How are you today? What is your name? What is your name? So it's funny, but they cannot understand me. So I'll try to to be very patient with that kind of students. But they are really draining your energy sometimes because they keep on saying whatever you're saying. But yeah, maybe love. You. They will know if you are concerned with them because they keep on big booking me, even though sometimes I feel like I'm very strict because I become strict, especially to my regular students.
Yes, we need to.
Especially for them, they know my expressions already. If they said something wrong, I would say, "Huh?" Like that. They will really feel it, and maybe the parents also understand that I'm not getting angry or getting mad at their kids, but I actually want them to push themselves into better. And I can see that on our next lesson. Sometimes it's not good, but there are times that they're really trying their best to answer me, even though it's phrases, or sometimes I feel fulfilled when they can speak longer sentences. So that was a fulfillment. Yeah. So for my techniques, maybe I just play with them most of the time. I don't want to get pressure. Sometimes I don't want to get pressure because sometimes they are not listening. So if you will just feel mad or angry to them, they will not listen to you. I will just laugh at it and then continue to go to the next page like that. Or if they I put them the because we have lesson memo, right?
Yeah.
So I put the if I cannot say them online or whenever we are having a lesson, I will wrote I will write down the what do you call this my tips or what do they need to improve like in detail so that they will know, right? So I hope they will read it or maybe their parents read it.
Yeah.
So that the next time that we are having a lesson, maybe they will improve. I'm just hoping. Actually, I want them to trust me that I know what I'm doing, and I want to trust them also that they do whatever I want them to do. Yeah.
That's really impressive as well, Teach. What I love with your ideas is that you, as a learner, you incorporate what you learn every day, and then next is being patient. You knew this as an educator, as a licensed educator, both of us, that our patience, if only it could be unlimited to our students, but sometimes there are times that we could not control ourselves, but we must really be a good role model to them. And finally, the last idea that I love from your sharing would be the trust. Trust you as an educator that you knew what you're giving to them, and you're also returning that trust to them. You are believing that they are really learning from what you're trying to share to them. That was really an inspiring story from you, Teacher Mich. So now, before we end our episode, I'm giving you the podcast floor now, Teach. If you would like to plug in something, if you would like, share some other things before we finally close this episode. The podcast floor is yours, Teacher Mich.
Wow. Like maybe about my what do you call this? My church.
Yes, go
Peace
ahead,
at home. Yeah, the Peace at Home every Wednesdays and Sundays. If you are having some trouble or maybe you're feeling low this situation, you can watch our Feast at Home every Wednesdays. You can add their Facebook account, Wednesday Feast Festival Alabang, or any feast on Facebook. So just subscribe and then or maybe share it to your friends, and then and we are actually engaging to people in order for them to be lifted up, and inspired, and also to to be your friend, or to be your prayer body, you know. Yeah, maybe that's all.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So now, as we close our episode, I would like to thank my guest, Teacher Mich, and all my listeners for this 8th episode. So once again, this is Brian, and thank you for listening to Inspiring Educators. See you next episode. Bye!